all, welcome back to my channel Live Your Dream. This is a space where we talk about confidence and my name is Gigi. Now we are doing a series called 50 Steps Back to Me where I talk about 50 things I wish my younger self knew. So today's message, which is step 14 by the way, we're almost 15 steps now. So in step 14 we're gonna talk about the power of being you. And while I talk about embracing who you are naturally, I'm gonna do a very natural makeup while I get ready for my work. In this makeup, we're just gonna use two main stuff. So it's a concealer and a blush, and that's it, nothing more. Aim of this makeup is to keep things as simple as possible and as natural as possible. I'm gonna do my skincare prior to makeup. So for that, first of all, I'm using the Beauty of Joseon eye cream. Because as you can see, my dark circles are very prominent because I do night and day shifts, rotating shifts of nights and days, and it's just tiring. So yeah, I've taken a dot of the eye cream and I'm gonna apply it on my eyes. I'm gonna apply the rest of it around my mouth and swiftly massaging them in. Now, before I get further into it, I want to talk about the power of being you, right? So what do I mean when I say the power of being you? It's to simply accept the person you are and to simply be yourself. But you might think like, oh, she's talking about natural looks when she's doing makeup. Is that even, that's ironic? No. What I mean is, confidence is enhancing your beautiful features. It's not changing the person you are. So the next step is serum. For serum, I'm using ordinary serum. I'm gonna put 3 dots over my face. And I'm gonna gently dab it into my skin. The next step is moisturizer and sunscreen. It's so important in skincare. You can never skip it. I'm using the Neutrogena moisturizer and I'm using the same sunscreen as well. So I take quite a bit of it because I'm going to do a pretty long 12-hour night shift and I have to be moisturized throughout the whole time. So once you're done applying moisturizer, it is so important to wait for it to dry. I even have a little fan for myself so that it helps me to dry. Once your face is moisturized, you can go for sunscreen. That's my Neutrogena sunscreen. I'm just gonna do it like this, putting a generous amount of it on my face. Before any process that you see in life, you need a base, right? So be it like skincare or be it makeup or even in your real life, before you do any process, you need a foundation, a base for it. So it's so important to do skincare before makeup or even put primer if you have some before makeup so that it stays for the longest time. Same goes with being yourself as well. It's so important to have a base. What I mean by this is, it's so important to know who you are in order to be yourself. So it starts with asking simple questions to yourself, like what kind of person am I? What are the people that bring light into my life? What are the situations that diminish my confidence? What brings happiness to me? What makes me sad? What keeps up my energy? What elevates myself? So it's so important to ask these questions to yourself. Sort of like understand the person you are. You should understand yourself in order to be yourself. So while we're talking about base, I'm gonna put some base into my face. That's the primer. So for a primer, I'm using the e.l.f. primer. So it's not a very important step in terms of makeup, but if you do want it to look extremely flawless, go for a primer. I would recommend it. But most of the time, skincare is enough. If you're just going out for like, let's say 2 to 3 hours, that's fine. But for me, I'm gonna do like a 12 hours long night shift. So yeah, I'm gonna use a primer because I need to stay it for a long time. So I'm gonna apply it only at the places in my face where I am gonna put concealer. So that will be my under eyes, my blemishes, and around my mouth. I'm gonna put some over on the corner as well, because I'm gonna blush it. On the places I'm gonna put blush, I'm gonna put some there as well. And I'm not directly gonna jump to the process, because that's not what you do. You wait, and once you understand yourself, then you think about how can you be yourself. So that brings us to our next step, which is to conceal and blush. I'm not even gonna use a concealer here. It is sort of like a color corrector, I would say. It's the multitasker from Rimmel. And I'm only gonna use a little bit of it because it's all about the natural look today. And this is a time where you have to be so careful in taking the perfect tone for your skin, because usually you go for like a lighter tone for concealer than your cheeks, let's say, but that's not how I do it. I go for a darker tone, a slightly darker tone than my cheeks, or I even go with the same tone as my cheeks so that it looks completely skin-like and it looks totally natural. So I have taken, you can see how much of a small portion I have taken here, and I'm gonna apply 3 dots into my face. So you can see that the color match is like perfect if you compare it to like my skin. See, you can't even see it. That's how perfect the color match should be. A little bit around my mouth, and we're done. The most important part is to blend things in. Now, as we discussed before, this isn't about hiding your flaws or, you know, transforming yourself. No. Let's say I love my features. Like I love my nose, I love my eyes, I love my lips. They're full, I think so. So it's like it's enhancing them. So it's bringing concentration into the best of me rather than, you know, bringing out the flaws. So it's more about enhancing the beauty in myself. So that's what confidence is about. That's what being yourself is about. It's not about, let's say, transforming or changing yourself. It's about enhancing the features that already exist and are already beautiful. Now that I'm done with everything, you can see that the flaws are still there, like the blemishes, the dark circles, they're still there, but I've enhanced my features into making them more beautiful. So this is what being yourself is. Now we're gonna do blush, and we're gonna use this Pixie blush. I love this so much. Like, it's my favorite blush in the world. One of my friends showed it to me when we were on a trip, and I got it for myself, and ever since then I've been using this blush and only this blush. So there you go. I'm just applying a little bit to the corner. I don't know why, I just like making my nose red. So that's it. And we're gonna slowly brush it. So while I'm doing my blush, I want to talk more about this, right? Because especially nowadays, we're so much behind like self-development. We're so much into like changing ourselves and betterment and everything. But it is so important to remember that you don't have to change the person you are. Like, let's say if you're introverted, you don't have to be extroverted or outgoing to be cool. Or if you are extroverted, you don't have to be more mysterious or introverted to be cool. Like, it is more about bringing out the best parts of you more and more. So if I am introverted, I should be proud about the fact that I talk less, I talk when it's necessary, I'm mysterious in my own ways, and that's good. But if I'm extroverted, I should just embrace myself as well, you know? Like, I should be proud about the fact that I'm so outgoing, I can talk to people easier, I can easily adapt to any situation. So now that I'm done with the blush, I'm gonna set it. For setting it, I'm gonna use this Revlon setting powder. So what do I mean when I say setting it? Now, you've recognized yourself. Like, you've set the basics first. You know the foundation. You know who you are and what kind of person you are. And then you are being yourself. But it's so important to set your standards there, because sometimes in life, when situations arise, we forget the person we are and we act out of our character, and that's when things get messed up, and that's when you regret the situations. So it's important to set it. It's pretty simple. Like, just set your intention to be yourself and never ever change from that. Now I'm gonna finish this look with a little bit of lip liner. It's the simple Labello lip liner. It's pretty cheap, you can get it anywhere basically. Okay, so that's done. Now, you might think that, okay, it doesn't even look that different, but that's the whole point. It's being natural and enhancing the features you have. So this is my makeup look for the day. This is how I usually make up for work, because when I'm doing a long shift, I don't like the feeling of like that clumpy mascara at the end of the shift or that heavy makeup on my face. This makes me look clean, and this makes it look like I've had a good sleep even though I haven't, and it makes me look fresh. So this is why I love this makeup so much. And with this makeup, I have one simple message, is to just be yourself, be your natural self, and you're gonna be fine. So here's my final message to my younger self. To be confident is to love yourself, and to be confident is to enhance your own beauty rather than trying to transform or change into something else. Because freedom is being yourself without anybody's permission. So that's it for today's video, guys. I'm so late for work, so I have to go now. Please like and share this video if you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel because every week I put a video out. So till I see you guys next week, please take care of yourself and mind yourself, and always remember to be yourself. Bye bye.